Hi guys, super exciting day. I was working on these tie-dyes the other day. I had to let them sit overnight. If you didn't see that video of how I did it, you can go back and watch that. But first I have my t-shirt that I did in all these colors, and we are going to do the great reveal and see what the shirt comes out to look like. Now I didn't do this one like a typical tie-dye. I had just put rubber bands all the way along the shirt. It still feels like it's a little bit wet. The next step of it is basically to spread it out and let it dry some more. So we're going to go ahead and see what the design ended up looking like. I don't know that it's going to have the look that I was hoping for originally, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty cool anyway. So, are you guys ready? Drum roll. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that looks pretty. Check it out, guys. I think that came out really great. I will go ahead if I can and take a picture of these. Or I could just show you when I'm done completely, but I'm really pretty happy with it. I do get a little bit of bleeding, hopefully after the wash and everything. That'll clear up a little bit, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out really pretty. And I also made a headband to match this. I wanted to make a couple matching sets, so I did the same thing with the headband. I just put rubber bands across it. Now these are one of those versatile headbands that you could use as a scarf, a headband, a bandana, whatever you like. So let's see what this ends up looking like. I know that some of it's still a little wet, so I don't know if that's affecting it, pulling it off, but hey. It is what it is. Alright, you guys. Check it out. Now it's a little bit hard to see. Let me see if I can move the camera up a little. So yeah, check it out. That is the scarf. And there is the t-shirt right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang that up. And then I also did another t-shirt and a bandana. So let's see what those look like. Now here was how I wrapped up the t-shirt. This should be the swirl design. And I did this one in different greens and blues. So, the great reveal once again. Go ahead and shake it out. Ooh, I like this. This is really cool. Check it out, guys. All those blues and greens. And if you watch my other video, I was saying that I didn't swirl it in the middle of the shirt. I did it towards the top shoulder. That gives it this type of effect. So tell me what you guys think. If you've ever tie-dyed before, any tips or tricks to it. I had a lot of fun doing this. I think I'm going to pull out my Cricut machine after these are done and maybe put something else on them. And now here is the little bandana. Same technique. I don't think I did too bad for my first time ever tie-dyeing. Let me know what you guys think. And I mean, we'll still see what it comes out to look like as soon as I get them washed and everything else. Check it out. Ooh, very cool. Check it out, guys. Really pretty colors, really nice swirl in there. I thought I bunched it up a little too much, that it would come out a little weird, but actually looks pretty good. Same colors that I did the t-shirt. So we're going to go ahead and let these dry out. And then we will move on to the next steps and see what the finished product looks like. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alright, so I finished off my tie-dyes and I wanted to show you guys how it looked, and this is how it came out. I'm wearing one of them. I'm also wearing the scarf that I made to go along with it. Now this is versatile, so you can wear it in a lot of different ways. I wear it as a mask. You can also wear it as a headband. You can wear it as a headscarf, where you pull it back. And you can also put your hair back here and tie it up. But this is what it came out to look like. Now, I know that the colors came out a little bit lighter. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I think the scarf took to the color a little bit better than the t-shirt did. It's a little bit darker. It's definitely lightened up from the way that it looked before I washed it out. Now the shirt, on the other hand, came out a little bit lighter, but I did use the lighter colors in the kit. They had these different colors, and I used the softer ones, so I did go with the bubblegum pink. There was the pansy purple, the turquoise, and the sunflower yellow, and then also the grass green. Now, I wanted it to be more of a pastel, so I'm really happy with the way it came out. This was the first one I did in the previous video, where I just did, I fanned out the t-shirt, I folded it up like a fan, I put some rubber bands across it. You can go check that out if you didn't watch it already to see how I made this design. Now, the other thing is that going off of these kits, and going off of the instructions for this little tie-dye 2-minute microwave kit, they both had completely different instructions. So I was going to originally go with the way that this kit told me to do it, which was basically you pre-wash your clothing, you leave it a little bit damp, you can leave it dry depending on if you wanted to kind of blend together, which I guess that's the purpose of blending it or leaving it damp, is so that the colors blend a little bit more. So that's what I did. I left them damp. I folded up my t-shirt, I put the rubber bands on, I put the liquid on, and I left it overnight like it said. The next night I didn't feel like doing them, so I left them again. They were still wet. So the next night I decided to take the rubber bands off, and it said pull it out, which I showed in my previous earlier in this video, and it was still really deep. They came out pretty good, and it said to let them dry. Well, then I started thinking about it. The next step was put it into the dryer on a high heat, and I really didn't want the colors all over the inside of my dryer. So I kind of rethought that idea, and I thought, I don't know that I really want to do that. I don't want dye in the inside of my dryer. I don't know that it would have did that or not. So if you guys have any idea how that works out, let me know in the comments. So what I ended up doing was switching over to this method, which I don't know if it helped or hurt or what it did, but I'm going to look more into it for my next tie-dye projects, and I will share those as well. But this one actually says, you know, you still do the pre-wash with your clothing. You want to wash it and dry it beforehand. It says you can keep the clothing damp, add your color to it after you put the rubber bands on, and then it says immediately put it into this container. Now these are the containers they come with. You put it in for about 2.5 minutes in the microwave. Then you let it sit for 15 minutes. You open it up, let it sit for 5 minutes again. It says unwrap it. Then after you unwrap it, then you're going to go ahead and rinse it out in cold water. Then it said immediately after that, wash and dry it like normally. So that's how I did it, and I came out with this design. On the other hand, if you did it this way and you put it in a dryer on a high heat, then it says that you rinse it out in cold water. So I kind of did a mixture of both. I'm not really disappointed with the way it came out. I love the colors. It's not that super bright. typical tie-dye, but I do really love the way that it came out. I'm going to try it in different ways in the future. I also, in my video, I did this, and I love the way this came out as well. It's very light colored. Um, I don't know if it should have been this light, but I do love the way that it came out at the end. The other thing is, since I pulled the rubber bands off in the beginning to do the original method, and I decided to switch over it and put it into these plastic containers, it was already loose, so it didn't have the rubber bands on it like it was supposed to for that method. So what ended up happening is I had to kind of put the t-shirt in that box the best that I could, which I think kind of caused some of my swirl effect up here to kind of get a little bit more blotchy, but I really do love the way it came out. I think it is beautiful. I love the colors. I did the blues and the greens for this one. And then I also made a bandana to go with it. Now the bandana really came out kind of interesting. I think before I did it, it had a really nice swirl pattern in there, and you could still see it a little bit. It's not as stand out as it was in the beginning, but it really does look nice. It does match the t-shirt rather well. And that was the thing that I said with the scarf is, you know, the t-shirts are 100% cotton. I believe the scarf was too, but I don't know what reason this one came out actually darker than this one. But either way, I love the way they turned out. If you guys have any tips or comments, leave them in the comment area and let me know what you guys think. If you've tie-dyed before, do you have any tips that you could give to me? If you like content like this, let me know. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.